Dawson, Carey, and Levi, Klenda here for Exira Elkhorn Kimballton Wrestling practice. It's about a week into competition. You guys wrestled last week at a duel and this weekend at a tournament. Just kind of give me some early thoughts about what you see out of the group for you guys.
Thoughts more about development than anything right now, and just us getting along together, learning each other's moves, helping each other out. Right now, my goal, my individual goal, would be to make it state.
Yeah, we're pretty much just a big family. We need to work together to help each other out and help each other get more wins. And my personal goal is to get more wins than I did last year. That's basically it.
Mm-hmm. What is your guys' fitness level like right now? How do you feel like you showed up when everything's going in that realm?
It always seems to me every year when I start off wrestling it's going to be bad because we're a little bit unconditioned, but this year it wasn't awful. I would say I'm more conditioned than I have been the last few years.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. It's always harder in the beginning because it's just you don't do anything over the summer, so it's just harder in the beginning. But once you get going, it starts getting easier. So,
Levi, what's the confidence level for you? You wrestled a lot last year because you're a sophomore, right? Last year as a freshman, and coming here, you got a bunch of matches under your belt from last year. Just what's different about your approach this year compared to last year?
My dad wrestled, and I want to be like him, and I'm just trying to pretty much just make him proud and everything. Last year I did it, and I was proud of how I did last year. I did good for what I was in for a freshman and everything. And this year I'm doing pretty good too. I'll just have to see how it all ends out.
Dawson, how about for you? This is obviously a new program after being in Atlantic, but you got some experience there. Kind of what's obviously different teams. That's one thing that's different. But what's different about your approach this year than the past couple of years?
Different approach. I would say I'm more determined this year to make it to stay or even go all the way right now, because this year alone I'm undefeated right now as a varsity wrestler, and I'm working as hard as I can to keep my record the same, stay undefeated, and we'll see what happens at the end of the year.
You feel any sort of pressure to kind of come in and as the new guy to kind of prove yourself to the team?
I've always felt pressure about wrestling because it's one of my favorite sports. It's one of the sports I've played since I was 6. But this year the pressure's a little bit higher to come in because there was such big talk about me at the school already about football and other sports, meaning that I have to do great in my athletics. But I've been working and improving myself as I go.
Levi, how about for you? I realize that as a sophomore you don't maybe expect to be a leader, but the team's kind of fluid right now, and you've got some of the most experience of anybody. Do you sort of try to take on that mantle this year, maybe say a little bit more to the guys or leading more by example or anything like that?
Yeah, sometimes. It's a lot of people, me and the rest of the younger guys, we're pretty good friends, and we all pretty much know the same. And I help sometimes I help. We kind of work with things together and try to figure out things, so yeah.
So what's the potential for you guys as a team this year? I realize you got some open weights, but it seems like you've got enough talent experience to maybe aim for top half, top third finishes at most tournaments, or what do you guys look for?
I would expect, like last week at Trina we got 6th. I would expect being at maybe the half point part because we have such little wrestlers right now. We don't have as many as we should. But right now we'll just see what happens. We got to keep at it and keep wrestling as hard as we can.
All right, appreciate it, guys.